America's war machine is under mounting pressure. For the first time since this conflict erupted, the conversation is not anymore about Iran absorbing the blows. It is increasingly about the price the US is actually paying. As Washington counts its dead, Tehran is claiming one symbolic victory after another. Iranian state media now says a US Air Force C-17 Globemaster heavy military transport aircraft has been successfully struck. Not stopping there, Tehran also claims it targeted America's one of the most sophisticated surveillance assets, the US Navy's P-8 Poseidon command and control aircraft, reportedly stationed in Jordan. And then comes another claim. An American MQ-9 Reaper drone, one of Washington's deadliest unmanned platforms, allegedly shot down over Iran's Kermanshah province. But the messaging from Tehran is unmistakable. Iran wants the world to believe that America's military superiority is no longer untouchable, because these are not ordinary military platforms. The C-17 Globemaster is literally the backbone of America's global military logistics, carrying tanks, troops, armored vehicles and humanitarian cargo across continents. The P-8 Poseidon is one of the US Navy's most advanced eyes in the sky, hunting submarines, tracking hostile fleets and directing battlefield operations over thousands of kilometers. And then, the MQ-9 Reaper. For years, it has been America's hunter in the shadows, conducting surveillance, precision strikes and eliminating high-value targets far beyond conventional battlefields. If even part of Iran's claims prove true, the implications stretch far beyond the battlefield. But while missiles continue to fly, another number is climbing: America's military's death toll. US officials now claim that 17 American service members have died since the conflict began, with the latest fatality linked to the controlled detonation of unexploded Iranian drone in northern Iraq. Earlier, Iranian strikes in Jordan killed US personnel and injured several others, shattering hopes that the conflict was moving towards de-escalation. Yet, perhaps the biggest question now is not what Iran will do next. Despite reports of covert B-2 bomber activity, despite tanker aircraft movements across the regions, despite growing calls for a stronger military response, the US president has remained publicly restrained. Trump insists Iran has been devastated militarily. He says America has already struck hard. But beyond those remarks, there is still no clear roadmap. No major escalation, no new strategy, only growing uncertainty. Analysts warn both sides are now locked inside an escalatory spiral, where every strike invites another and every retaliation raises the stakes even higher. The Strait of Hormuz remains under great pressure. Global shipping continues to face disruption, and with every passing day, the danger of a much wider regional war becomes increasingly real. For Tehran, every claimed strike is projected as a proof that America can bleed. For Washington, every fallen service member increases pressure for a stronger response. The battlefield is expanding rapidly, the casualties are rising, the rhetoric is most definitely hardening. And as the world watches nervously, one question refuses to disappear. Is this still a limited conflict, or is the countdown to an even bigger war already is underway? While we continue to follow that, you keep on watching Times Now Digital. This is me, Riya Girdhar, signing off.